What's good, Convicted Hearts? Welcome back, or welcome back. It's been a minute. Let me know if you're in here. Hit the thumbs up, please. Like and share so we can get more people in here. I'm going to catch up with you guys and share my feelings on a few things. Hope you guys have been doing good. It's been a minute, right? That's right. Wait, let me see. What is this? Hey, Letty, how are you? Saludos and prayers to you too. God bless you. How have you been today, Letty? Let me know. It's just me and you chopping it up right now. Salvador, there you are. What's good, homeboy? Hope you're doing good. Man, there's some crazy stuff going on in Salinas. Seriously. It's cracking over here. Yes, hit that like. Thank you. I always forget to put this up there, and I got to represent and show my peoples. Thank you, guys. So, did you guys hear the SWAT came knocking on my door? Not for me. I should have made that clear on the round table. They were looking for someone, but not me. Oh, I'm glad, Letty. I'm glad you're doing good. Yeah, it's crazy, kind of like a flashback of something back in the day. The SWAT team was there, walking around the neighborhood, knocking on doors. Of course, we didn't know who they were looking for, but no, it wasn't me, Sal. I don't even know who the person was they were looking for, in all honesty. So they were out of luck that day. They were just, probably trying to make their presence known, ruffle some feathers in the neighborhood, get the word out there. They're looking for someone. Check this out. So I get an email that there's been an arrest made at one of my children's school, a teacher. And just for the sheer fact of not smutting him up because he hasn't been tried yet, although he's been arrested, I'm going to tell you guys what this says. Tell me if I'm tripping or if I shouldn't be pissed. In August of this year, our office was made aware of allegations of SA against a student. You guys, I can't use the actual words. YouTube is not cool with that, so I have to abbreviate. So, just imagine the worst thing possible a teacher could do to a student. The assault took place during school hours and some on school property. The teacher was identified. Like I said, I'm not going to share it only because the creep hasn't been convicted yet. A resident of Salinas, though, teacher. I got to skip some of that part. Has been at the high school for nearly 30 years. Nay, love, check your email, gorgeous. I have an update for you, amiga. Good news. Good evening. So this teacher has been with the district for 30 years. Upon learning of the allegations, the high school district immediately relieved this teacher of their duties. Today, investigators arrested this teacher in the city of Salinas and booked this teacher in the Monterey County Jail on numerous charges of SA. And guess what? His bail is at $1,200,000. That's more than my brother's 187 was. I can only imagine, what information they have on this creep. But basically, I'm just saying, I'm pissed because they've known about this supposedly, allegedly since August, but us parents are barely made aware of this in October. Okay, I get it, he was taken off of work, but I want to know if there was a predator that worked at my child's school. I need to know. Hey, House, how are you doing? Good to see you too. Hello. I just feel like, okay, I get it. It's a legal issue. but at least let the parents know, hey, something went down, And like even in the email they sent, they didn't even say what he was out for. I had to Google the person's name, and then it was on all kinds of social media, like his full information. But like I said, I'm not trying to smut him up because he's not convicted yet. But it seems like they've got some pretty serious allegations in place with a $1.2 million bail. That's crazy. Not happy about that. I should have known, I feel like, the month of, right? Most definitely no predators, especially in the schools, right? House? Jen, that's like the fourth in Salinas High Schools, right? Salvador, you can back me on this. You already know what he's going to be getting. I'll just say like that, facing the Monterey County Jail. I mean, unless they give him his little special, section. Who knows? Enjoy your holiday season. You're a good girl. Oh, thank you, Saltwater. God bless you. Enjoy your holiday season too. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. But I feel like, as parents, we should have known. And it just brings me to another thing. There was like a game that happened, I don't know, a month or two ago. And it was like on a Friday night. And the whole weekend goes by. And then I don't even think it was Monday. I think it was Tuesday. There was a recorded phone call. And the phone call was to make us aware that there was a shooting during the school game. Like, are you kidding me? Jen, I'm going to send you a message from my new email. Oh, no. Okay. Yes, send me a message and I will resend the info that I sent to your old one, Nay. Got you, girl. I remember one of those teachers only got community service. Isn't that crazy? And to think like once this like is in the clear, and like I said, I'm real careful to not want to smut someone up until they're, especially over something like this. But once it's made clear and he's convicted, like I'm going to fully share, like, not cool, But damn, really? And how kids are, like, they probably felt, God bless them, like embarrassed and ashamed to talk. But now that it's out there, there's kids that are coming forward and saying, they maybe felt uncomfortable or weird or something. I don't know. But, we got to be there to listen to our kids and to back our kids up. And I tell you what, like, you ever come for one of my kids like that, you better hope you get got in county jail. I don't play with this kind of stuff. Anyways, I'm sorry. That just pisses me off. I feel like as parents, we should know right away. Hola, Joker. ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Good to see you. I'm doing well. It's nice to see you, as always, you guys. But yeah, and even with the damn schools, like there was a shooting after the game or during the game, and we didn't know until 4 or 5 days later. That's crazy. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But like even with my little one, I got a call saying like, oh, she got hit in the head. And it was already pickup time. And I'm like, okay, well, that happened at lunchtime. Why didn't you call me at lunchtime and tell me she got hit in the head? Like, I need to know when it happens. I don't think that's asking too much. I know I'm probably overprotective on some things, but, my kids. I seen something on the news a few days ago about a lady in high school praying on the football team, and it seemed to be okay. They even had a certain name for her, like it was okay, no good. Like it was okay, no. A lady praying on the, like they were mad at her for praying? Is that what you're saying, House? What? Let me know if I'm misunderstanding. Seemed like, hey love, how you doing? Says Joker. Q&A love and Joker. House of Tattoos. How you feeling, homie? Yeah, how are you feeling, House? The laws protect them because the ones that wrote the laws back in the day, they had underage, yes, and they, you know what, Salvador, like one time I saw one of these people. I got to be careful with the words, predators that I knew. I knew who he was because I look at Megan's Law and I check to see who's around. Well, this person happened to be way too close to the school where I was picking up my kids. And even though he wasn't on school grounds, I was not comfortable with the proximity he was to the school. So I pulled over and I waited. And he started getting an attitude. He could tell I was staring at him. He knew that I knew who he was. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I was upset because I knew one of his victims, right? So I had to say something. I couldn't help myself. And he called the cops himself and said that he feared for his safety. And do you know, like, praying like, yeah, oh, like that house. That's crazy. A female too, huh? Yeah, it's women too. That's nuts, man. Hold on one second. Hey, Tony, how are you? What's up, Jen? My wife congratulated me for not drinking coffee today. I was wondering why I had a headache. Yes, that will do it. That will do it. I remember when I first stopped drinking coffee, awful headaches. But I'm proud of you too. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hope all is well. Sorry, been a while since I've been on. Always love Convicted Hearts family. Yes, you are Convicted Hearts family. It's nice to see you, Mr. Wilson Few. Glad to have you. How are you and the little one doing? Good job, Gracias for asking. You're doing well. So this, when I had stopped there and like called this guy out, like, hey, you don't need to be here. Like, you're too close to a school. I know what you are. I know what you do. He called. Do you know that when they came, they told me that I needed to leave because allegedly threatening him was a hate crime, and that I needed to leave the vicinity because the perp felt uncomfortable. I mean, he was like he could look at the front door of the school where he was at. That wasn't a problem though. Hugo, Tony. We are doing okay. Just living the dream, school and work. Yes, I hear you. It's like homework, work, school. You know how it is. I hear you. Yeah, you know what it is, girl. I do not like that. Do not feel comfortable with people like that. I mean, it is what it is. Hey, Timo, it's good to see you. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for the rose. It's so kind. But I know, I feel like it has been a long time. I think it's been like 2 weeks since I've like tapped in with you guys live. Sometimes I feel like I say too much, and then sometimes I feel like I should say more. But I've been going through it, you guys. I might as well be honest, right? That's sad. This world is doing bad. Shake my head. Yeah, it is. No, I just kind of been going through it. Some personal things. I mean, you guys know I kind of struggle with my like some depression, mental health issues, family issues. I just feel like it's been heavy lately. I'm not trying to sound like a downer. I feel like everyone goes through it. So I'm not saying, oh my God, me, you know what I mean? I'm okay. But just being honest, what's been going on? Kilo Timos in mine says house. Okay, Jen, I think I told you about when I got pulled over for taking the pic of James Lamb's house. Yes. Sheriff made me delete the pic. Salvador. Yes. I have the detective that busted him that's willing to give the whole get down. That creep was like way more twisted than people even know. You did tell me about that. Yeah. Good evening. Hey, the skeptic, how are you? Good evening. Good evening. Hey, Nick. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yep, you need to do more. I know, House. I want to. I feel like this is like hey, Kultura. Always good to see you. Casa. That's right. I need to do more lives. I know. I feel like out of touch when I'm not tapping in with you guys. But damn, I just feel like I've been hit with all kinds of stuff, without saying too much too. couple loved ones being transferred, moved around like suddenly. And then, you guys are all tapped in to the community. You know what I mean? Prison community. So you know kind of what's going on out there, right? Jenna, understand. Much love. I have classes at Kaiser for some issues on Tuesday. Yes, house. I feel like I have to tap back in with a lady I used to see. Like I'm kind of, well, not kind of. I'm struggling. Yeah. He had 80 victims and only did a few years. He should have done at least a year per victim. Hell yeah, Salvador. He should have. And he would have been lucky at that. Imagine if those parents we would have all got a turn. Like if, God forbid, that was, I just can't with people like that. But yeah, so all this, when you have someone that's your loved one that's incarcerated, right? And they get transferred, you worry like when they're going to the next place, what's it going to be like? Is that the yard cracking? Is, something going on there? And I've been hearing a lot of crazy stuff. You guys have heard a lot of it too. That thing that happened if you ever need an ear, sister, hit me up on IG. I think I will do that, house. Most definitely. I've been holding it in. There was a couple videos that I saw. There might have been more made about that incident that happened with 15 people. Not saying any of my loved ones were any of those people. That wasn't my family. But I did hear about that incident the day it happened. One of the wives had contacted me. But, that's not really my lane to speak on those issues. Oh, thank you, C. Toner. It's good to see you. Haven't seen you for a minute. Yeah, I have glasses. I know, right? I need to get a light that's not a ring light. So, it doesn't have that reflection. But I'll save up for it. I'll do that in the future. Thank you, though. But yeah, when everything's going down in these different yards, it makes you wonder, is your loved one going to be safe where they're at? Are they going to have to do something, when things pop off, or for their own safety? I don't pretend to know everything, but I know some things. And you know what I mean? You guys know what it is. A lot of times it's like you defend yourself or get got. So I hate to think of it like that, but that it is what it is. So I just pray, pray and try to be positive. That's kind of what it is right now. So I've got 2 separate people that just got moved. I'm worried about. But that's what we do, right? Thank you, house. Keep your family in my prayers. Thank you. But yeah, I think that's all we can do. And then wait to get a phone call to say I'm okay, it's all good, And that's what it is. The life of the loved one of an incarcerated person. I've got another interview I'm working on right now. I'm not going to say too much until I get it solid, locked in. So I feel like every time I do that, something goes wrong. Can't lock in the time, or I don't know, something goes wrong with the recording. I've learned that to make sure and announce it only after the recording, the interview is actually done. So what are you guys watching right now? I feel like I'm out of the loop in YouTube. Is there anything that's interesting that I have to see? That's not super drama, because I try to dodge that stuff as much as possible. That's not my lane. I know it can be entertaining, but I try not to indulge, because you get caught up in that stuff. You know what I mean? And it's all fun and games until you're part of it. And that's not it. Sometimes we try to put weight on our shoulders, but it's okay to take a break. Yeah, House. That's what it is. Like, and then I feel bad for taking a break sometimes, I'm like ashamed. Like, I should be able to handle more. Letty poquito. I'm trying to get my Espanol back up. I used to be way better at it, like back in the day when I was working, but I've slacked big time since being home. I don't know, like I've been home, I have an injury. So I've been like on disability for a while. And I don't know, I've been kind of like isolated because of that. I have slacked off a lot, but I plan on getting my game back up. Saludos, baby. Good to see you. That's right. Saludos, Jen. Saludos, Rafa. That's right. It's always nice to see you. I've been watching military channels. I'm a big weapons geek. Really, House? That's cool. I'm about to go. I'm gonna go practice at the range in Watsonville, Salvador. You probably know where it's at, right? Marclise. My stepdad's gonna take me because I need to brush up on my skills. That's cool. I like watching military stuff too, like on the history channels. Jen, who made the letters sign on the wall? You know what? They probably are crooked because I hung them crooked. But it was my son. And you know what? They might be. I don't know. Now that you say that, I don't know if I hung them crooked or if they are crooked. But I'm about to put something else back there, though. I got some little designs for spooky season. Hey, Mr. Oldies, what's good? I was watching your show. I couldn't type anything because I was driving, but shout out to you. I caught you on a live. It was good to see you. That was cool hearing you guys talk and chop it up, and that's always a blessing to see you. Jen, I'm learning Spanish from watching Sea Dog Channel, right? Yes, that's right. Sea Dogs Channel. I bet you are. Like I tune in a lot more than you guys probably know because a lot of times I'm driving back and forth between schools, used to go with my sis. Okay. Yeah, you know then. So there's times that I'm watching and I can't necessarily type something, but I'm supporting, I especially if it's someone who supports me and is good to me, I'm always going to go in and at least hit the give it a view. I feel like that's the least I can do, right? For people that I like and support and have supported me. Always that. And of course, for content I enjoy too. Definitely have to do that. Yep. If you guys have any questions, shoot them my way. Let's see, what is going on this weekend? I feel like there's something. Let me check my phone. I was going to say something. Oh, wait, that's a long one. Hold on. What? You seen a double barrel AR-15? That had to be crazy. The first time, this is probably very unsafe, so I do not recommend. This is only for, how am I going to say this? Storytelling purposes. But probably I was 8 years old, and my dad took me. We grew up, in the countryside, and he took me to practice with a long barrel. And the first time I shot that thing, it blew me back. My shoulder hurt for days. I was a kid, but my dad was tough, He was tough. I'm glad that I learned at a young age. My sister used to go to the range. Oh, okay. She was a cop, laugh out loud. What a trip, though. Now she's a nurse or something. There's Salinas. Right on. Good for her. But yeah, my pops taught me young how to shoot, so I picked a pumpkin spice drink this morning. Now I want another. You want another one, right? They're addictive. For reals. They are so good. Try the when you go back, if you go to Starbucks, try the, what is it called? Brown sugar. Okay, I'll think of it right now. It's something with brown sugar cream or foam. Yeah, it's a bad time to be in prison, period. Yeah, especially in California. Hopefully they come home safe to, yes, to their loved ones. Thank you, 480 Toner. Yes, it's a bad time in California for real. Most definitely. Hello, sister. How are you? Good to see you, sis. As always. House. What you call me? You calling Denise something? House? Hit them likes, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Will. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the support, any support I can get. And I will give it right back to you guys for sure. That's right. Let's see. I love military warfare weapons, jets, destroyers, aircraft carriers, new technology, laser weapons. Dang, House, you're into it. You know the what was it called? The air show was right here in Salinas this last weekend. It was shaking the whole house. There was people complaining because it was knocking pictures off their walls. We have like they broke the sound barrier. I don't know how to explain that, but you probably know what it means. Hey, CMZ, how are you? I'm glad you stopped by to say hi. Hello. It's good to see you as always. Granny something. What are you talking about, Denise? Not Granny something. That's right, Leppy. Much love to you. What are you talking about, Denise? Even House is like, what? What did I say? I know. I'm going to try and be going on some lives during the daytime too, you guys. Sonic Boom. Yeah. Salvador, you know the air show out here is like a big thing. It's crazy, right? Super loud. Okay. Check out Two Face Entertainment's channel on YouTube. Fred Segura from Monterey County. He gives a mature perspective on things. Okay. He will be on Chula Truckers. Oh, let me write this down. From Monterey County? That's cool. Right on. I'm going to do that. I have to write it down, you guys. And then I have to write it. I can't even understand my own writing half the time. I know that's terrible, but when I shoot, oh, Jen, we had an air show in Huntington Beach last week. Oh, really? Yeah, we had one in Salinas here this last week. My mom hated it. Her dogs were going crazy. F-35 are loud as heck. Yeah, I live by the Air Force Base. Yes, super loud. Man, it seems there's really nothing good on TV. I just watched documentaries about the universe and wild animals. I watch a lot of animal stuff too. I mean, damn, it seems like the animals are more interesting than people these days, right? But I don't watch too much TV either. That's crazy. I just saw you guys talking about weapons. Laugh out loud. House calls me Granny something. Never. Oh, okay, Denise Eastwood, he says. Fred grew up in Soledad. I'm going to check that out. Okay, so that's 30 minutes from me. That's cool. Seatown. That's what's up. Yeah. I know. I hardly watch TV. I just canceled my Hulu account. Only one of my kids is mad, but I don't really watch TV. Mr. Oli says, House, what's up? Oakley. Oh, are you saying Annie Oakley? Denise, is that what you're saying? I'm trying to catch on. Mr. Oli says, Denise. Eastwood. You know, Clint Eastwood lives or used to live. I don't know. He got a divorce with the lady. He married a chick that was on our news station here in Salinas. Dina was her name. It used to be Eastwood. I don't know if she kept her last name or not, but they divorced. But they lived right here in, well, not in Salinas, but in Carmel or Pacific Grove. So, you know, where the rich people live, like 30, 40 minutes from me. And you know, they used to have a reality show. I don't think he was on it like very often, but his wife Gina and their daughter together, and then his daughter with his previous wife, they were always on that reality show. It seems you take breaks, yeah, of the lives, and I'm sure you have a busy life with your family. I stay pretty busy with my kids, but like I was saying, I don't know if you. I mean, I'm not complaining. But I've been going through like some things. I struggle with depression, you guys, and I struggle with anxiety. So at times when I get overwhelmed, I feel like I'm going to be a burden to you guys if I talk about that. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but and if I feel that way, I could kind of step away because I don't ever want you guys to feel like I'm being a downer, you know? There's a serial killer in Stockton. I've heard that, a cat named Scamper. What have you heard about that? I'm curious what everyone else has heard. I watched the rockets taking off. Dope. Yes, that would be dope. Yes, Salvador Gina Ruiz. Remember her? She's a Ruiz. That's one half of my family. So yeah, the serial killer in Stockton. I like his movies. Yeah. I think I've seen it a couple times. Yeah, it was a long time ago, but yes, he probably did. My man brought me a cute baby. Oh, white kitty. Oh, I love kitties. But I have 6 of them. I can't have any more cats. I know I bought a big, huge thing of cat food today, and the girl that was ringing me up, she's like, wow, that's a lot of cat food. I was like, well, I have 6 cats. And she was like, oh, well, I guess you need that much. I'm like, yeah, I do. House says, hello, Letty. Yes, a cat. I love cats too, girl. Clint Eastwood married Gina Ruiz from KSBW News in Salinas. They lived in Carmel. Clint was the mayor of Carmel for many years. Yes, the skeptic, you know what's up. You're from here, aren't you? What was the restaurant he had? Was it called the Boar's Head or the Boar something? Was it a restaurant or a bar? Has the serial killer struck again, or have they been caught him? No, I don't think so. They haven't caught him. I don't think, God forbid, he struck again. But someone was telling me they think he's been at it a lot longer than what's out there. Call me a burden. No, you're never a burden, sis. I'm always a listening ear and here for whoever. That's what it's about, right? Taking a class and it's interesting, Jen, through Kaiser, but I'm learning coping skills. I think that's what I need to do, House. Off to work, but I'll be listening, Jen. Mr. Oles, you have a blessed day at work. Keep listening. Yes. Shout out to you. Appreciate you so much. I'm always listening to your channel, your good music too. So thank you. They met at a famous golf game in Monterey. Forgot what it's called. Was it the AT&T Pro-Am? Is that what it's called? He said he asked her for her number and said just like our ages 23 and 56. Dang. So Clint Eastwood had game, huh? House of Tattoos. Yeah, rockets taking off. It's dope. You should see the new Falcon 9 rockets. The ones that are destined. What? To go to Mars? That's crazy. I gotta check that out. You're not a burden, Jen. Really, you're not. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. Have a good night at work, Mr. Oldies. Hi, hello, House of Fracassos. That's right. Good night, Mr. Oldies. Okay, so the serial killer. I saw a comment thread. Somebody that lives in Oakland was saying there's all these unaccounted for killings that happened like a while back ago and even a couple of years ago, and they never found the person. Allegedly. Let me be careful what I say because I don't know. I'm just repeating what I read a couple times, though, from a couple different people. So people are saying maybe this person, this killer, just moved. You know what I mean? You want stand-up comedy? Yes, BB. That always does make my day better. I mean, there's certain ones that really crack me up. I want to go see one live. Like, I have never been to anything like that. I definitely want to see one live, but I do like watching stand up. I have a prima that plays a role in the building those rockets. Oh, wow. Nice. You know what, House? I am ashamed to say this. I do not read very often. I need to like get back into it. I did start reading my Bible again when my grandma passed away a couple months ago, but I kind of slacked off lately. So that's my fault. But I do have to get back into it. And you know what? I would read a book, but I have to have something like real. I need a reality, like something captivating, like true crime, or I can't read like fantasy or fairy tales, I always thought I would write a book. I still might. I've talked to someone about it before. Someone has asked me about it before. So you never know. But yeah, wouldn't that be crazy if that was the same, that Stockton alleged serial killer was the same person responsible for the killings in Oakland that were never solved? I would want to know for sure. I mean, but I don't know. I saw there was some camera footage. Yes, Leppy, I plan on doing that as well. I have not been, and I need to. My daughter and I were actually talking, and we're going to go like halfers on a treadmill. So next payday, we're going to split that, and we're going to get a treadmill. So there's a start, right? That helps, right? Boost like your mental state, and among other things, the obvious. I think that would help for sure. I read self-help books in the books sometimes. What you read about can disrupt your sleep. Yeah, I bet. I believe that. Yeah. Yeah, treadmill, and that's a start, right? Definitely. That's crazy. Did he kill homeless people in Oakland? Because I think he's killing homeless in Stockton, right? I think a couple of them were. Hey, Vince, how are you? I think a couple of them were homeless, baby, but not all of them. Good to see you, Vince. One of the guys, I know his brother, I think he rapped or was trying to get into that, but his brother spoke about his, unfortunate death and was saying that he was trying to get off the streets. That wasn't like what he was known for. Like, he just was down on his luck. And another guy, he was just a working class guy. If I'm not mistaken, there was a female that survived. But what he seems to be doing, not to be too graphic, like trigger warning, if anyone's, if violence is something that triggers you, he's sort of like walking up on people from behind and popping them, But it's said in the reports that I've seen that he's basically hitting people that are out at 1, 2, 3 in the morning. So I don't know. You know what, Vince? I'm going to have to check my email because he did ask me about that. And I said, yes, shoot it my way. So he probably sent it through email. I'm going to check right now. If not, here, let me put my email. Hold on. Just to be sure. If I can spell right. Oh, I have all my caps on. I'm still trying to get used to these glasses, you guys. And they're not easy for me. I still feel like they're real, blurry, but I'm supposed to be training my eyes to get used to them. Whatever, right? Okay, there should be my email. Shoot it to me just in case. Okay, I would go to the gym in Hollister by Target. Yeah, I remember that one. Then hit Panda Express. Yeah, that wouldn't work out so good for me. Across the parking lot from the gym. Yeah. I feel like I would like smell the food and gain weight, so I can't do that. But I do know that spot you're talking about, Salvador. How is your family, by the way, Sal? Your mom and everyone. Is that guy still out there? Denise, I don't think they caught him. What's happening, house? Yeah, I don't think they caught him, Denise. And you know what's so, I mean, that just shows how your mind can play tricks on you too. Like I saw the video, like there's a video of him. I was going to send it to you, Denise, but I don't want to creep you out. And it just showed like the side profile of his face. And then it showed him walking like from behind. And there's something about his walk. It is very, how would I say? It's very distinct. He doesn't have, in my opinion, just an average walk. I feel like he has a certain gait to his walk where he favors his right side. You'll have to watch the video to see what I'm trying to say. I don't know if he has like a knee injury or something with his hip, but his walk is very distinct. Damn, I wouldn't be walking around Stockton at 1, 2 in the morning, even if it wasn't a serial killer. Right, BB? Me neither. And I have family there. And I definitely would not be walking around at that time. I still remember the smell of Hollister when my daughter worked there. Your daughter worked in Hollister? No way. Like all my girls, my daughters, Theas live there. Everyone is good. They will be coming to visit in November. Oh, that's so awesome. Glad they're coming to visit again. That's so cool. Does he look like a white dude? You know what? I thought he might be white, but like every report that I read, they said they thought he could have been possibly Asian, Hispanic, Latino, whatever verbiage they wanted to use. But I thought he looked white in the one picture, but I'm not sure. Maybe he's just light skinned. But he had like kind of puffy curly hair. Some people were saying he resembled the Night Stalker, but I think that's just, probably the whole, it's a serial killer. Like maybe they were associating it with that, I noticed that too, Jen. His walk was very serene. Yeah, there's something about it, right? Like when you really sit there, like watch the video, I would say watch it at least 3 times. There's something about his walk where he shifts on the right leg differently. Yeah. I had a bad hip, but I promise it to be. It better not be Vince. That would break my heart. You're a good guy. It's not you. My remote viewing says he's white. Okay. Oh, you're kidding. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm all believing it. He is. That's crazy, though. I know. But do you guys find it? I don't know. Some people were saying, like, well, like, obviously it can't be just hype because there's literally people who passed away. But some people were saying, like, how random is it that they have all of a sudden a serial killer when there's like this Dahmer, series on Netflix? It's like super popular right now. And there's a lot of people upset about that series too, because a lot of the victims' families are still alive. And I think they've even filed a lawsuit and said that that Dahmer series they made on Netflix has like re-traumatized them, which I'm sure it would. Hollister only smells when the cannery is operating. Oh, you miss A&W? Yep. Good old days, right? That's right. I don't know. I watched a couple episodes or whatever you call it of the Dahmer thing on Netflix. And then I'm like, damn, this feels really wrong watching something so evil. And it was just creepy. Like he's just a creepy guy. I don't know. That's funny. I mean, not funny, but I did a video about the guy that actually took Dahmer out. I think it's still up on my channel. Yeah. Back in the day, I did a video of the guy that actually murked him. He's like a published author and everything. Maybe he's a copycat. Yeah. Do you see the movie coming out? Is there another movie coming out, House? I see the Dahmer one. Yeah, I've watched a couple episodes, but it's pretty creepy. Hey, what's up, Goyo? Beautiful homeboy. Yay. Good to see you. I hope you and the family are doing well. Mr. Goyo says Salvador. Check it out. There's 3 of us from Salinas right there. That's right. House says, what's up, Goyo? Cubo. Jen, when maybe you have free time, you could watch on YouTube the video about $10 billion space telescope named James Webb that could go back billions of years in space with nearly perfect pictures. Are you kidding me? I will totally watch that. Let me write it down though. James Webb. Okay. James Webb. Okay. Yes, I'm into it. Yeah, thank you for sharing that with me because I'm into stuff like that. Wouldn't that be crazy? Billions of years? What a trip would... I want to know what I'm going to see now. Hey, Strange Days, what's up? How are you, brother? Ruby said to tell you hello too, so hello from Rubes and myself. Excuse the typing, my phone has been changing words. I know, House, mine does the same thing. And then I think I sent a certain word and I know, it happens. Everyone, Culo. That's right, Goyo. Are you guys feeling it too? I noticed like the last 2 or 3 days it's getting really cold. I don't know if you guys are getting real cold where you're at, but I have not used my heater all year long. And then today was the day, like this morning, I knew when I got up, like if I don't turn this on, the kids are going to be like, Mom, we are not getting out of bed. Has anyone ever been to the moon? I don't know, Sal. They say someone has. What do you think? I don't know. Is that one of those like skeptic stories or do you believe the pictures? I'm allergic to cats. It's literally will almost make my nose bleed. Oh, you're bad allergic then. That's how my stepfather is. He's very allergic as well. Oh, I'm so sorry. Soledad saw you on Cholo Trucker. Been on there a few times myself. Fred. Okay, Fred, I was just about to. Someone dropped your info on here. I always try to remember the names to check out the channels, but I wrote it down this time. Two Face Entertainment, Fred Segura. I'm going to check you out. Yeah, that is the fam right there. Cholo Trucker, Pablo, Sunny, awesome Genital Rubes. I'm super honored. Of course, you're her buddy. Mine too. That's right. Cuba Denise Loca. Hey, Denise. What? It rained and thundered down in your neck of the woods? No way. It feels like rain. No, I feel like I sound like my dad. It feels like rain. But it's like all, overcast and like the mist is like, I don't know, it looks like gorillas in the mist out there. If I take a picture of my backyard with all those trees, you guys will probably be like, I cannot believe. Like most people are probably scared of the woods and stuff and then don't think the city's scary. I'll take a picture of the backyard, what it looks like. You guys probably would not want to go back there, but I'm used to it. I doubt anyone has ever been to the moon. Really, so? You think our government's lying to us? I'm just kidding. I know, right? Joker, you gotta find Mamacita. I love that one, Denise. You should do that TikTok, Denise. That would be cool. Richard, there you are. I saw you on Mr. Oldies. I caught the playback. That's pretty cool. It was nice to see them on live, live panel. Shout out to Mr. Oldies. Shout out to you, Richard. Thank you. Respect, Fred. Yes, Fred. I want to check you guys out. I just have I have to write it down. That's why I always have my paper right here. Joker, that's right, Denise. I've been working nights from 9 to 6 a.m. And it's really foggy between Watsonville and Davenport. Oh, yeah. You go all the way to Davenport? That would be really foggy. Vince, be careful. Hey, Vince, it's always really foggy right through Moss Landing too, right? Do you ever go through there? I hate driving through that little strip right there. I always feel like it's super scary and creepy. Ooh, good one. What's my favorite day of the week? Let me see. I want to say Saturday because I feel like it's a day off, a day to rest. And I try to do my preparing to cook on Sunday for my family, like for the kids, like this last Saturday, the girls wanted birria. So on Saturday, I start trying to there's a lot of preparation that goes into certain dishes. So started trying to get my meat chopped up, get my spices together, onion, cilantro, all that going. And that's when I'm in my zone. I really feel like cooking and feeding people that I love is my comfort. And then Sunday is it's the Lord's Day. So I feel like that day I should be at least, read some of the God's word. And I do put on some praise and worship music on my phone on YouTube. And it makes for a good day. And then my Mondays are always better because my mind is right if I follow through with all those things on Sunday. I've been to the moon plenty of times, Sal. Denise, the truth comes out. I'm playing. Where did I go with my... Sorry, guys. Lost my... Denise, I'm looking for her. Okay, there we go. What's your favorite day of the week, Kultura? I want to know what you like now. The light hit something close. I heard the loud snap and crack, and my lights went out. Yikes. Right now, house? Ooh, tell us a spooky story. I've been to the moon plenty of times. Okay, there's the comment. As the moon landing goes, NASA said they lost the technology to go back. Are you serious, Richard? Did they really say that? House is laugh out loud joker. And only the ladies in the space station have crazy 80s hair. The guy's hair doesn't get it all crazy. That's funny. Hello, Richard, says Denise. Kiwa Richard. Kiwa Richard. Richard says, hi, Denise, House, Jen, and everybody with a big smile. That's right. Thank you. Thank you, Richard. Know what it is? How is it, Conejo? That's right. Look at channel member. That's what's up. My hermano right here, Sea Dog and Cooper Show podcast. If you guys are not subscribed, which I know many of you are, go subscribe, check him out. He's always supporting us. So you know what? We got to show that love right back. Doggy, what's up? Denise says, what's up, Sea Dog? If you want to hop on, Sea Dog, let me know. I'm good, carnal. Gracias. Asking for... Look at my glasses. Or everything in neck of the woods. I'm serious, you guys. It's bad. They're blurry. Yeah, it was on Mr. Oldie's live panel. We had laughs. That's cool. I got to watch the rest of it. I paused it because I don't want to miss it. Denise, I used to go there on a magic powder too. I thought that's what you're talking about, Salvador. Carnal Cubo. Jen, do you cook well? If so, maybe do a cooking video for us. Look at Strange Days. And I am hard on myself, okay? With mostly everything in life. If there's one thing I feel that I do right, it's cooking. Because I'm very passionate about it and I will do every little detail possible to make it just right in my eyes. So yes, is there a certain, I've asked before in the past, like in a community post, because it would help me, because there's so many things I could make. Is there a certain thing that you would like to see me make? If so, put it up there and let me know and I'll make it. I would like to do a cooking video. Missiles. When I was high. Jeez. I knew what you meant. Cuba Conejo. Sal, yup. Yup. That's right. God bless everyone in the chat. That's right. Okay, Kultura. There it is. Sundays. That was going to be my first choice, but I backtracked to Saturdays. But what is it about Sundays that is a good day to you, if you don't mind sharing? I would like to know, like, what's the significance to you? Oh, good G Health. Yep, NASA, a while back, they lost the technology to go back to the moon. It's a trip because in 1969, they live streamed the moon landing, but back then, there was no live streaming. Richard, you just blew my mind. That's right. That's crazy. NASA is able to hit a meteor autonomously and change its trajectory. It was confirmed today. NASA be knowing things, huh? Right on, Jen. Yeah, let me know, Strange Jace. Think of something and put it down and I'll do it. The new spacesuits for astronauts cost $22 million each. Like 20 years ago, they were $11 million each. That's crazy. 480 seat time. That is beyond crazy. Damn, I guess it ain't just gas and groceries, huh? That's crazy. I made taco pasta. Oh, Denise, what is in that? Tell us more. Jen, what is your favorite dish to cook? Oh gosh, I love cooking so many things. I do love cooking, birria tacos because my girls love that. Chile rellenos are my favorite. Pozole is my oldest son's favorite, so that has like a significance to my heart because, my older son lives out of state right now, so it's sentimental and it's like something warm fills you up. It's like love, it's like filling you up with love from your mother, from your whoever makes it for you, your nana, your dad, whoever does the cooking. I also my younger son and daughter like enchiladas, and I always have to do half red, half green because nobody can agree and just like all red or all green. So I always have to do half and half, but it looks beautiful in the dish, half red and half green. Chili rellenos after you're done with them via UPS, right? Oh my gosh, house. You say UPS. You guys will not believe the prices at UPS that I spent today. Well worth it, but it blew my mind. And I would love to, I wonder if I could freeze. Yeah, you could get dry ice, huh? Hey, Cindy Ann, how are you? Good to see you, love. Appreciate you being here. The doctor sent me to the moon accidentally when I broke my C7 vertebrae. Salvador, you did? They accidentally gave me 2 shots of morphine. I felt like I was floating off my hospital bed. I bet you did feel that way. Yikes. Right, Health? Thanks for agreeing, Strange Days. Okay, too, Jen. Yep, I'll get to it. Ground beef taco seasoning and elbow pasta. Simple. Yeah. Do you put anything like on top? Do you put any like sour cream or how do you like it, Denise? Or just like that? That sounds like something Ruby would like too. Thank you for the idea. Because this girl is something else. You got it, stranger. Jen, can you make fry bread tacos? I love chili Colorado. I can make a bomb chili Colorado. I've never made fry bread, but I will do that for you. And I will record my very first time making it. So don't laugh at me if I make a mistake. Let me write it down. Hold on. But I've been wanting to make that because I keep seeing fry bread tacos everywhere now. Lucky Loco makes those at his shop, right? His restaurant. Chili. Now I gotta do it. Enchiladas are bomb. Do you make your own sauce? Yes. If I'm in a pinch and like time is tight, I'll use canned sauce, but I definitely prefer to make my own. I seen that, but I heard the latest one hit an asteroid and blew up the satellite or whatever it was. That's crazy, you guys talking about that. Have you guys seen that movie? What is it called? It's got, what's the guy that was in Titanic? What's his name? Thanks, Steve. When you guys think of it, help me out. Damn, Salvador. I know, right? You put sour cream on top or Parmesan. Okay. Yes. Okay, thank you for giving me a suggestion, Strange Days. Finally, I have a mission to complete. There was a rumor for years the director, Stanley Kubrick, made the moon landing at an undisclosed location, aka staged it. That is wild. Oh, with garlic or two, Denise. Okay, let's see. Sundays I work, but tend to the busiest day at work for me, which is good for me because they lead to more sales and make more commission. Okay, Cultura, I feel you there because I used to work on commission and I loved it. That's the one job, honest to God, like, unfortunately, that's where I got my injury. But before that, I was like, that was my glory years working commission. I was a manager at I was barely 19 years old at Macy's. And I just loved it. And I miss it, honestly. There's something so gratifying about knowing that you made that sale and you locked it in. I know you know what I'm saying because if you're in sales, you know that feeling. They said it was a satellite they sent to hit it. It didn't work, no explosive as far as we know, but it left a trail of thousands of miles of debris. Yikes. Yes, DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio's in the movie. And the girl, I only know the movies they're in. That's in, what the heck is that other movie? Damn, spacesuits went up that much. I was just about to buy one for you. Think I can put it on layaway? I bet we can work something out. Yeah. Right, baby? We can work that out. The Jennifer, what's her name? Something. Anyways, there's a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, other women. Oh, Meryl Streep is in it. She's like the president in this movie, I think. And she's like off her rocker, like talking crazy stuff, telling people nothing's going on. Everything's great in the world. Ignore the signs. Ignore this meteor coming this way. Like basically kind of how things are, you know? This movie is a trip. You guys need to watch it. I'm not saying it's exactly true to life, but it's enough to make you think. Yeah, be careful. Be careful. Treadmills could be a waste of money sometimes. Okay, it's up to you. If you're going to stay consistent with it, most people would just let it. I know. I had an ex-brother-in-law that had this nice treadmill. It sat there for years. I tried to buy it so many times. No, I'm going to use it. No, I'm going to use it. But that is great advice because I know I'm going to have to put it right in the middle of the room to make sure I hit that thing right in the morning when I drop the kids off and make a routine. Put some cream of mushroom on top of the green chili enchiladas bomb. Oh, it makes it like a casserole. Like that. You all are making me hungry, right? With the food talk, good vibes. Wait till I make the video, guys. Now I learned, I'm such a dork, watch. I filmed a video like that, but I have to turn my phone that way to film the food video to make it like the right size. I'm still learning, guys. I can't exactly film the food video with the laptop because I can't aim it in the right direction. But I got you guys. I'm going to do it. I'm excited. Thank you guys for dropping a suggestion. If you guys have any more suggestions, let me know. And I'm just going to make a list of which recipes to make first, second, third. You can always drop them in the comments and I'll write them down. Heard that, Richard? For sure, Vince. Yes. My apologies. I need to leave. Oh, wow. 4 a.m. comes around pretty quick in Chole. Big bad Chole. That's right. For me, great meeting virtually. My utmost respect to you. Good night. Good night, Fred. You get some rest. Have a great day at work. And I'm going to tap into your channel and check you out. I'm so glad I finally got a chance to write it down and talk with you virtually. Have a blessed evening. Let's laugh out loud. Sounds good, house. Yeah, Denise, I know some panels that talk about that kind of stuff and other various topics. Yeah, some channels are brave, right? Is it just the bigger channels, do you guys think? Like maybe they have a really large following, so they're not really scared to, get in trouble. I don't know. Strange Days, don't look up, right? Is that oh, wait, you're saying the name of the movie. That's the movie I was talking about. I thought you were trying to play the joke on me. Don't Look Up. You guys watch that movie and trip out on it. That the last scene at the table, and that's all I'll say. Makes you think. Makes you think. Thank you, Strange Days. The moon landing vehicle had aluminum foil, and how exactly can a rocket propel if it's in a vacuum? Qingdao, they were vacuuming up there too? I'm just kidding. We do have another military branch, Space Force, the Final Frontier structure. Oh, you have me going off. I'm like, we do? I had no idea. That's funny. June, you have to watch Unacknowledged. Oh, you guys are putting me onto some stuff I need to know. Okay, where am I going to see this at, Vince? Why does this sound familiar to me? Tell me where to find this, and I'm going to check it out, okay? Got it written down. Let me know. I feel you, Jim. When you build a sale, you close it, you feel great. And if you don't, mind me asking, how did you get injured at work? No, I don't mind you asking at all. It does feel great to build it, and I don't know, what you sell, but the feeling when you can. It's not just for myself, and I'm sure for you too. When you're passionate about it, you sell an item, and you sell an item that goes with that item, and complements it, and that your customer is going to be satisfied with, and it does feel good. And then they come back to you, and that it was a good thing. That they appreciate you for your honesty and your recommendations. And my back injury was, first of all, I was walking around my counter space in the mornings to clear my area before my girls came in. I was opening that day, and we were short on staff. We were supposed to have stock guys unloading our stuff from the carts. There's pretty heavy boxes, shrimp scampi as well. And somebody had set the box down it was like an oblong counter on the long end. So as I'm walking around, it's sort of in a blind spot. So as I tripped over that box, there's a counter space on top as well. It sort of knocked into the center area of the counter. There's a middle part and then the outside part. And I guess the vibration of that box knocking into the center knocked the box on top of the bay counter on top of me. So I tripped, fell, and then a large box landed on my back. And that really, really sucked. And I still deal with issues from that till, today. You need to get out more. I know. I know I do. And that's what's such a blessing about connecting with all of you, because I know I've lived a pretty sheltered life, or, I don't know if sheltered is the right word. I've been a mom since I was a teen. I didn't have a babysitter on hand to go do things, or I do need to get out. It's okay. I need to tell myself it's okay to go do things sometimes. I'm always doing the mom guilt, or the dad guilt. I'm sure you guys get it too. I saw Blade Runner. It's a good one. I've seen that. It is a good one. No, we do, Jen. It's for reals. For real Space Force. We do? I mean, look at the old moves. Nowadays, the computer does so many tricks. I know, Denise. I can't believe some people are so good at editing. Like, you wouldn't even know something was like created. Like, some videos are so believable. I've been on a big channels, and it's hard at times to speak because so many people on the live talk at the same time. Yeah. And really got to interrupt and say your part. Yeah, that would be hard because I hate interrupting people. So that would be really hard for me. I mean, I could do it, but I hate interrupting people. Trump started Space Force. Salvador, you got to tell me if you guys are like joking with me because I want to believe you. So do you all think that WW3 is, it's a concern. I'll say that. It is a concern. What do you guys think? Do a search online. You can stream from different platforms. Okay. Search online. I will do that. Thank you. I'll check that out tonight. Yeah, you're right, Richard. We need to do a live together again and can teach us some things. Yeah, let's do it. What are you guys doing Friday? Because I would like to do our normal, 8 to 8:30 live. If you guys are down. Was that real? I thought Space Force was only real. I don't know. I hadn't even heard of it. Yeah, don't look it up. The movie is crazy. It's crazy. It's worth watching twice. Oh, okay. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. It's the new Boogeyman. Yeah. It's hard sometimes, because sometimes things feel like they're impending doom, and sometimes you're like, should I feel concerned, or is this something that I just keep seeing in the media and it's becoming bigger than it really is? But I get it. I'm like always torn somewhere in the middle, Where it's going to escalate, but neither. Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen else. I hope it doesn't go through. Yeah, that's crazy, right? Jen, you ever watch Train to Busan? No. Is that I'm going to write that down too. Is it a movie or like a documentary or what? You guys have all the good stuff. For reals, Jen. Oh, okay. Damn, really? Biden got caught by $300 million worth of What? That's a lot of dough, yeah. Damn, can you imagine wasting that much money when there's people out here doing without? I couldn't live with myself. You know what I mean? I'm going to check that out. That's wild. Depends on the topic, Denise. There are some topics I avoid because I don't know about them. There are topics more nowadays. We got to tone it down because some channels get a strike. Yeah, that's the hard thing, Richard, because sometimes there are things that I would like to go more in depth with, but obviously I'm trying to walk a fine line because, this is number one, my source of communication with all of you guys that I love and care about. And it's really good to communicate with people, and I consider you guys family. And of course, on months that I do okay, I'm able to earn a little something from my kids and I, and that's also a benefit. It's not my primary benefit, but it would be dishonest to say that's not a benefit, right? So yeah, we got to be careful about some topics, but I know what you're saying, Richard. It's a movie, very good. I'm going to check it out because I like things that are deep like that. Deep thinking. True, Rich. Got to use code words. Yeah. Strange days. That's what I try and do. All right, Richard, I get it. Hey, there you are, girly. All the way from Australia. Hey, Bunny, tapping in from Australia, girly. Good to see you, girly. Love you. Appreciate you. Shout out to Bronny. Tapping in. That's right. House says hello, Bronny. Aw, the wrench. Much love, Bronny. You know what it is. Denise says, Bronny, how are you? And so everyone, would you rather be on ground zero of an atomic or deal with the fallout of and would cause sorry if that's a little dark? Well, I mean, sometimes things are a little dark, so sometimes we just gotta, I'll use code words, but I think that's a valid thing to put out there. I mean, we're not trying to scare anyone. We're just talking what ifs, right? I think for myself, it would be the first one. I think. You guys tell me what you think. I like Benjamin Button. It was a good flica. Yeah, I had that on the other day, and Ruby walked in. She's all, what the heck are you watching? What's wrong with that ugly baby? I'm like, Ruby, he's not ugly. He's just an old baby. She's like, there's no such thing, Mom. How do you explain that movie to a kid, you know? Yeah, some YouTubers I mod for, we can talk about touchy topics, but the host shuts the live, and puts the ones on the panel backstage so we can discuss it. Yeah, I mean, if it ever goes there, I can, like, that's smart to do that and be like, hey guys, we got to tone it down on this or that. I get it. It's a zombie movie, Jen, but it's a good one to watch for Halloween. Ooh, I'm going to watch that with my daughters then, because they'll be into it. For sure. Thank you for the recommendation, Kutera. Maybe I'd rather survive and revolt against the tyrants. Look at you, Salvador, a warrior. I should have said that. I feel like a weenie now, tapping out with the first choice. Probably deal with the fallout. You know what? I respect it, you guys. Good choice, gentlemen. That shows a lot. Denise House from Australia. Yes, that's right. Ground zero for me. Yeah. See, I feel you, Vince. Right? That's a tricky question, but it makes you think. Definitely makes you think. I can't. Okay, so I've got my movies to look up, documentaries, things like that, my recipe to get the ingredients for and make. I'm super excited. So you guys think we should do more lives? I'm glad that I tapped in with you guys and like told you that I'm just kind of going through some things, rather than like hiding me and feeling sorry for myself. Not really, just being like, oh, I don't want to be a burden. You guys actually made me feel a lot better, so I appreciate all of you. And I hope you guys feel better too. Not that you felt bad, but you know what I mean. I live by a base, so instant disintegration. House. Yeah. That's what it would be, right? Denise says, that's good. Yep, that's what it would be, huh? I do live kind of in somewhat proximity to a power plant, so look at us getting all morbid now. No, we're all going to be fine. It's all going to be flowers and rainbows, guys. No, but we'll make it fun while we're here, right? Yeah, more lives. I'm ready. Oh, yes, Denise. I know. And I know it's me. Like, I have to, you guys, Denise is always like so good being like on time and ready to go. It's always me that has an issue. So I got to get my butt in gear and like get on it, right? These lives are therapeutic, Jen. Thank you, Strange Days. It's therapeutic for me too. So I'm glad to hear that from you. It really does help me. I don't have like a large, how would I say it? I'm very careful about who I let in my inner circle. I feel like I'm talking like that movie right now. Robert De Niro, is that his name? In that movie, You're Not in the Circle. Meet the Fockers. You know that movie? But yes, 2 more lives, Jen. Yeah, okay. Sounds good. But I consider like this my circle. You know what I mean, you guys? And anyone that sees this, you guys can be part of the circle too. Tap in with us. Be Convicted Heart. Yeah, into more lives. Love to hear that beautiful face. Oh, you're so sweet, Bronny. Likewise, girly. I love you. You're always a joy to speak with, and really appreciate you. Appreciate all of you. But I'll have to say goodnight. Have to clean up the kitchen. Good night, sis. Good night, chat. God bless. Thank you, sis. Good night. Always appreciate you. I'm going to be tapping out too, guys. Gotta make sure the kids are tucked in, not roaming around, getting sweets. Cross the extremities. Good night. Good night, Denise. Good night, Rose. Good night, Denise. Sleep well. RL. Hello, Jen. How are you? I am doing all right. How are you, RL? Hope you're doing well. I like the Fockers. Yeah, it's a funny movie, right? You are not on the, what did he say? On the inner circle anymore. I imagine that's how dads would be, right? Jen, have you ever referred to your kids or nieces, nephews? No, I do not use that word. Nope. I'm not, is that a word that, what do you think about that word? But no, I don't. Do you think that's why the government is giving away so much money? Because of the, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It makes you wonder though, right, Cindy? Good night. Good night, RL. I hope you have a good night. Appreciate you tapping in. Thanks, Ronnie. I'm okay. Thank you. I'm glad to hear it. Lucky Loco, were your ears ringing? We were just talking about Indian tacos. Yours always look so good. Good night, Denise. Yeah, I'll be on a few more minutes. Yeah, I'm going to tap out too, guys. Good night, Jen. I've got everything written down. If you guys think of anything else, recipe or something you'd like to see made, and you don't mind my little kitchen, let me know. It would be a pleasure for me to prepare that for you guys. I just wish I could actually feed it to you guys. Good night, Jen. Blessed night. Good night, House. I hope you have a blessed night too. You will have a blessed night and sleep well. Sleep well, Bunny. Nothing but sweet dreams. Nothing but sunshine, lollipops. That's all right. Good way to put it, Ronnie. Good night, girly. I've heard it used in content. Out of control little kids. Yeah, I understand what you meant by people that use that word, what they're insinuating. Out of control kids, but for myself, it's deeper, like you said. I think of it as something else. And I'm just trying to be sensitive to everybody's feelings. I mean, I've just never used it. So that's the truth. I've just never used it. I do have a neighbor, and her family called her that. Like, that was her family nickname, and she hated it. She didn't like it. It hurt her feelings, and everybody just thought it was funny in her family, and they continued calling her that, but it was really hurtful to her. Thanks, Jen, and everyone. Look forward to the next live. Sleep well, sweet dreams. Thank you. Good night, Jen, everyone else. We're gonna be well. It's just conversation. That's right. We're gonna wake up blessed. We're gonna wake up with energy. We're gonna have a good day, and we're gonna spread that love to everyone else. Jen, you guys in your city have, yes, there's a huge problem. There's been several huge busts around this area just within the last week. I can do a story on that. If you would like, let me know. Seeing smoke signals. That's right, Lucky. Shout out to your restaurant, A&B, right? A&B native. Correct me on the actual spelling and everything. Put your link if you have. I know you have a channel, Lucky. If you want to share your link, put it on there. Good night, Jen. Good night, Cindy. It's always a pleasure seeing you. Always a pleasure seeing you too, Bronny. I will be in touch, really. We'll judge the races in terms of what America is allowed to say. Yeah. Yes. And I agree. I would like to have a conversation with you, Martin 9400, because you seem very well versed in a lot of things. I noticed that, when we converse just the small amount we do here in the chat. But I see on other channels, like, I respect the way you put things and what you say. Good night. Good night, Sal. I'm glad we caught up. Good night, Jen and everyone. In this era of reactional outrage, people are just looking for something to be upset about. Exactly. Them are 9,400, and that's why I try to be so cautious not to hurt anyone's feelings or cause any. It's just not my lane, you know. I hope to bring a little joy and understanding. I know life ain't always about joy and understanding. Believe me, I've had my share of pain and hurt, but I try to sort of shift that and turn it into something else. But yeah, that era, I get what you're saying. Good night, Salvador. Cultura, nice to see. Catch your live, Jen. It's always nice to join and chat. Stay up, Jen. Whenever you feel down, just remember you always can tap in. We're here for you. Thank you, Cultura. You are so kind, and I appreciate you so much. It's always a joy to tap in with you. Most definitely. Let's shoot for Friday, 8 to 8:30, guys. Thank you. Next time you have a live, I'll try. Yeah, I would like that. The Mark 9400. I would like to talk more about these things. And I feel like you have a lot of good insight. So for tonight, you guys be blessed, sleep well, say your prayers, and reach out if you need something. Remember, keep your hearts convicted. I will see you guys Friday night. Good night, everyone.